All right, Shalom, we're the Hebrew Israelites. We come in week and week out to prophesy the downfall of America. First and foremost, like always, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. We want to give double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well, and much peace, love, and salutations to you elect brothers out there that's kicking the word with truth and sincerity, all right? So what I really want to go into today was just how, through all the hell, you know, all the afflictions that we go through, man, we got to trust in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You know, going through all the tribulations that we got to go through day by day, whether we're vexed in the spirit, whether we got people talking shit about us, you know what I'm saying, whether at our house, you know, our woman could get on our nerves, our kids, you know, work, you know, everything, man. Though we feel like we're being slayed in this kingdom, and though we feel like we're being killed in this world, we always got to know and understand that we got a higher power that's on our side, you know? So we got to just keep trusting in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, regardless of what goes on. That's right. You know, staying in these scriptures, okay?
That's right, man.
This is Job chapter 13, verse 15. Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him.
Right, so though he slay me, yet will I trust in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, and that can even go twofold, man. You know, because there's going to be a point in time where these elites, you know, they're going to start coming down on the men of the Lord. And some of us are going to be martyrs in this thing. So go ahead and read that again.
Job 13 and 15. Though he slay me, yet will I trust him.
Right, so though that he may slay me, yet will I trust in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Because ultimately, man, it's the Most High. You know, there's going to be martyrs that set up for this thing. You know, there's going to be some of us that's going to be put to death, unfortunately. And it's not even going to be unfortunate.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if we're put to death doing the work, you know, we're going to be the first ones beamed up into the chariots, Lord willing, with those men.
Yeah, we're supposed to have a mindset of ready to be slain doing this work. Right. You know, all the great apostles, all the great prophets had that mindset. You know, like when you go to Acts chapter 21 and 13, Paul straight up said, not only am I ready to be bound, but I'm ready to die, you know, and you know, like, you know, through the word of you know, through the word of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. You know what I'm saying? So we're supposed to have that in our mindset of whatever happens, happens. Right. You know, though he slay me day in and day out, whether I'm at the job, whether I'm catching hell, whatever the case might be, it is what it is, because there's nothing to look forward to in this society anyway. It's all vain at the end of the day, man.
That's right. Everything is vain at the end of the day, man. Like the brother just said. You know, we got nothing else to lose on this side. We already losing. You know, so the best thing that we can do is fight for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
You know, that's the best thing that we can do. You know? So go ahead and read that one more time. Keep going on.
This is Job chapter 13, verse 15. Though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. But I will maintain mine own ways before him.
Right, so we're going to maintain our own ways before Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You know, and how do we maintain our own ways? It's by following after the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, and chiefly trusting in Yahweh Shai. Trusting in the name of the Lord, man. Because in Isaiah the 33rd chapter, it tells you that wisdom and knowledge is going to be a stability of our times. Because what people fail to realize is that Jacob's finna catch hell, man. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, if you on this sign, you're going to catch hell. Jacob's trouble is right. Matter of fact, get that real quick for me. Jeremiah 30 and 7. You do all that you still got. Go ahead and grab that for me real quick. Because our people don't understand what's really coming. You know? A lot of blood, a lot of death, a lot of bloodshed, the sword, famine, calamities all coming to this place, man. And if you don't have the covering of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, you're gonna be out there, man. You're gonna be out there looking bad. Okay? Job 30 and 7. I'm sorry, Slack. Jeremiah 30 and 7. That's my bad. Slack.
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Right, so we're saying alas, for there's nothing like that day. For it is the day of Jacob's trouble. Okay? And what does that consist of? That consists of martial law. You know, that consists of FEMA camps. That consists of famines, race wars, race riots. You know, that consists of a lot of, it's going to be considered the worst day. It's going to be considered the worst day in world history, man. Since this whole earth has been established. And there's been a lot of terrible days, man. You know, you had the fall of Jerusalem in 70 AD. You know, that was a bad time. That was an evil time. And then the day of the Lord and Jacob's trouble is going to be way worse than that. And you had millions of our people that got slaughtered in that day, you know, in that time frame. All right? That's it on that.
Shoot, that's something top. Let's see. All right. This is Psalms chapter 124. Slaki. I'm gonna start at the top. If it had not been Yahweh who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been Yahweh who was on our side, when men rose up against us.
When men rose up against us, man, who was on our side? Ultimately, who was on our side was Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay?
That's right. And also too, when you think about it, King David was a prophet. You know, when he lived, he was a king. You know, he didn't have to deal with a whole lot of stuff we're going through right now. What he foresaw or what he's seen before, seen afterward, was the stuff that we're going through right now. So a lot of times when you read these Psalms, you can really relate to it to yourself because he is prophesying on what's to come. Right. You know? So when you read Psalms 124 again, verse 3, it says, then they had swallowed up as quick. It's like it. Then they had swallowed us up quick. When their wrath was kindled against us, then the waters had overwhelmed us.
The waters had overwhelmed us. Go ahead.
The stream had gone over our soul.
The stream have gone over our soul, man. And what does the water and the streams represent, man? That represents the armies. That represents those different armies that came by and took us into captivity and slaughtered us. And like I said, chiefly in 70 AD. You know, when Vespasian, you know, Vespasian and Titus, they came through and ramshacked Jerusalem. You know, when the enemy came through like a flood, like it tells you in the book of Revelations, was that the 12th chapter?
12 and 17.
Right. You know, that's what happened. And a lot of that's coming back, man. Jacob's trouble is gonna happen again. And if you don't got the covering of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai on your side and trust in him like we're gonna go back into, you're gonna be caught out there slipping in that day, man. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 4. Then the waters had overwhelmed us. The stream had gone over our soul. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul.
The proud waters have gone over our soul, man. Who was the proud waters chiefly, man? That's the Edomites, man.
That's right.
The so-called white man. You know? And he's going over our souls today still, underneath the slavery that we're in, man. Still having to pay tribute, you know? Paying tribute to this dude. Having to work, get up hella early in the morning to work until sundown. You don't even get your funds the next day. We are heavily oppressed in this kingdom, you know? But ultimately, the reason why we're being oppressed in this kingdom is because we fucked up as a people. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 6. Blessed be Yahweh, who hath not given us as a prey to their teeth.
Right. Go ahead.
Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers.
So I can read that verse before that again?
Yeah. Blessed be Yahweh, who hath not given us as a prey to their teeth.
Right. Blessed is Yahweh that hasn't given us a prey to their teeth. And what does their teeth represent? Their teeth represents their military might, man. We wasn't a prey. We're not going to be a prey to the military might of the so-called of the Edomites, the so-called white man. You know, chiefly if we're the elect. You know, he's going to deliver us out of those hard times and those days of bondage. That's right. You know, we already in bondage right now, but if we follow after the ways of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, we're not going to be delivered into the hands of Esau.
That's right.
You know, because a lot of people want to say, you know, that, I forgot what I was going to really say. I really don't know how to word it. You know, but what the Lord is going to do is that he's going to sick the so-called white man on us again. I'm not going to say us, because chiefly we're those men that are going to be okay. You know, but you 2/3 niggas, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, you know, he's going to sick Esau on you, man.
And he started on a smaller scale already, man. When you got the stuff going on in Ferguson, Missouri, the stuff that happened in Baltimore, Chicago, that happened in Dallas here recently. You know, the so-called white order, the Most High, ultimately is showing these examples of what's to come later on, and he's using these small, minute, so-called false flags, or whatever you want to call it, to stir up to what's going to happen later on. You know, now when you read this scripture, he's talking about something that's pretty much future tense, because again, David wasn't going through that too much to a T back then. So when you read this, you got to really put it in your mind today that this could be us, you know? And Lord willing, he doesn't deliver us to the teeth that it's talking about right there, which is the military might. You know what I mean? That's why we got to continue to pray and trust in the Lord like the brother's going into right now, man. Because if you don't got the trust in the Lord, and if you don't got the name of the Lord to fall back on, man, you can fall into any of these type of affliction that's going to be bestowed upon a lot of these people in that day. You know? Verse 6, blessed be Yahweh, who hath not given us as a prey to their teeth. Our soul is escaped as a bird out the snare of the fowlers.
Right, our soul is escaped out of a snare like a bird. So read that one more time.
Verse 7, our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers.
And what does the snare do, man? The snare traps you up. You know, when an animal, like if a bear is walking through the forest and there's a big ass bear claw on the ground, 9 times out of 10, the bear claw just ain't gonna be sitting there just wide open in the grass, whereas he can see it. No, it's gonna be hid. It's gonna be hid underneath a lot of grass, bushes, and everything of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So when the so-called white man, when Esau comes cracking down on us again, it's gonna happen like a thief. It's gonna come. He's gonna come privy. He's gonna come secretive. And that's what we see today, man. You see a lot of these false flags take place. You know, you see that you got this punk ass presidential election happening, which is a joke. All that's happening because it's gonna be, man, Esau gonna come down like a trap, man. Right. A lot of you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans gonna get killed, man.
That's right.
All right, go ahead, bro.
If I get I'm gonna actually get a little meat on that verse too. So I'm gonna read verse 7 again. It says, our soul is escaped out of, it's like our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. You know, he's saying our soul is escaped. You know, when you read that, he's not talking about everybody. He's talking about the 144 and the 1/3. You know, he's saying our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowler. And what's a snare? That's a trap. And who's the fowler? That's the one who sets the trap. You know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of these jakes that's getting caught up into the traps that the so-called white man pushes out. When it comes to their media that they put on the news, social media, a lot of the stuff that a lot of people get caught up on, he's saying our soul is going to be delivered out of that. Because we're not getting caught up in that BS that a lot of these other people get caught on, you know? That's what he's talking about. And Lord willing, we continue to stay in the spirit so we don't end up being like that, man.
That's right.
But you got a lot of Jake that's all over the place that's caught up in this trap. When it comes to the stuff that's on the TV, the stuff you see amongst your peers at work, whatever the case might be, they're caught under that trap, man. And they can't lay hold of the snares. They can't let go of the snares because they don't got the wisdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. They don't know what to do, man. They're just lost in the sauce, walking their paths, man. All right? So when it says our soul is escaped as a bird of the snare of the fowlers, the snare is broken and we are escaped. So that trap is broken to the elect. It's broken, man. The ones who's gonna get out of it is gonna be the elect, man. But the other ones are gonna be the ones that's gonna be cast out into that trap, man. But it's broken to the ones who believe. You know?
And like that nigga there, he gonna be caught up in the trap.
That's right, man. The Lord always shows these examples, man.
We was just talking about how our people are gonna be caught up in that snare in that day.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And what he fails to realize is that when that day comes, that nigga gonna be in the back of the paddy wagon screaming, getting tortured by the so-called by Esau, man. You know? But like the prophecy says, man, there's gonna be dry bones out there that are gonna still be dry. But there's gonna be those other bones out there that are gonna receive that water.
Our help is in the name of Yahweh who made heaven and earth.
Our help is in the name of Yahweh. Real quick, did you get Nahum chapter 1 verse 7? You know? Our help is in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Proverbs 18th chapter tells you that the name of the Lord is a strong tower, man.
That's right.
So knowing that name is very, very, very important. It's very important to our salvation, man. Because a lot of these people out here don't know the name of the Lord. Mm-hmm. You know? They don't know the true name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. They call him God. Mm-hmm. And then who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, they call him Jesus Christ. When his name is Yahweh Shai. Okay? So when that day comes, when all hell and calamity take place, when you call on the name of Jesus, or you call on Jehovah, or God, you know, Yeshua, that, man, the Lord ain't gonna hear you. You know? Go ahead and grab that real quick.
If also I could just point something out real quick. He was going into Matthew chapter 6, you know, talking about not doing your alms before men, which has nothing to do with what we're doing here. You know, we're not out here like some white people like praying for everybody and shit.
Exactly.
You know, and that scriptures, Proverbs, Isaiah clearly tells you to come out here and tell people, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, he don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, when you go to 4 chapters ahead, it tells you to do it.
It tells us to go on the highways and hedges, but you know, he didn't. So Nahum chapter 1,
Destroyed,
verse
buzzed out.
God. Nahum chapter 1, verse 7. The Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble.
Right, so the Lord is good. Yahweh is good and is a stronghold in the day of trouble. You know, so when a day of trouble takes place, a day of trouble isn't a day of good, man. You know, a day of trouble is when a lot of death is taking place. When you're uncomfortable, when you're in dire straits, man, you uncomfortable. You know, so read that again.
The Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble.
All right. And the stronghold, what is a stronghold? A stronghold is like a fortress. A stronghold is the place that you go to for protection and safety. All right, go ahead.
And he knoweth them that trust in him.
And he knoweth them that trust in him. He's not saying that he knows that he's going to just save everybody. No, he knows them that trust in his name. You know, and the only ones that know the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and call on it with sincerity and truth is the elect and the 1/3, man, which consists of the elect. You know? So knowing that name, knowing the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and really being sincere when you call upon him, that's detrimental to your salvation, man. You know, that's key to really understanding and knowing who you have on your side, who to call on for help. You know what I'm saying? All right, so that's it on Job. Did you have any more in your chapter?
No, that's it on that one.
All right, you can go ahead and jump to 2 Corinthians. Start at 2 Corinthians 1-3.
2 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed be Yahweh, even the Father of our Lord